How much does a new boiler cost in 2025? Hello, my name is Reese Powell, Director of Operations at Warmzilla and Gas Safe Registered Engineer. I wanted to talk to you about a very important aspect when you purchase a boiler, the price. Today I will go through how much a new boiler should cost you and what you need to consider when making that important purchase. With the lifespan of most boilers being between 10 to 15 years, it could have been a long time since you've even needed to buy a new boiler. After all, a lot has changed over the last 10 to 15 years. Considering how much the world has changed, the boiler sector has seen many developments, from improvements in energy efficiency to new technological features. Also, economically, the country has changed dramatically. Be aware that all our listed prices for new boilers include installation by a warm installer, a gas-safe registered engineer, as well as a system filter, a system cleanse, a labour warranty, a manufacturer guarantee, thermostat, and any extras that are included. Do I need to replace my boiler or just repair it? Before you take our survey for the best new boiler to install in your home, let's see if you want to repair your current boiler. Here are some key factors to consider if repairing your boiler. It is less than 8 years old and has been regularly serviced. If the repair cost is significantly lower than replacing it. Your gas-safe registered engineer can quickly source parts. The unit is still efficient by modern standards and meets your home's heating needs. However, you will need to replace your boiler if your boiler is over 10 years old and has had multiple repairs. Energy bills are rising due to inefficiency and your system isn't performing well. Your boiler is leaking carbon monoxide or failing safety checks. Major components like the heat exchanger or pump have failed. You want to upgrade to a more eco-friendly heating system or a hydrogen-ready boiler. If you're exploring a fantastic investment opportunity for 2025, consider installing a new boiler. It's a great way to see a quick return on your investment. But what is the cost of buying a new boiler in 2025?
Choosing the right boiler is important to keeping your home running and your bank balance secure. If you're unsure which boiler is the best boiler for your home, Warmzilla makes buying your perfect boiler easy. Click the link in the description below to get a personalized boiler recommendation today, and let us help you make the right choice. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you have any questions. We're always happy to help.
Boiler types and costs. In 2025, when buying a new boiler in 2025, you must know what type is installed in your home. There are 3 common types of boilers in the UK, which include the following. Combination combi boilers. According to the Heating and Hot Water Industry Council, 80% of boilers sold in the UK in 2020 were combi boilers, where the home has no hot water cylinder. Their popularity is due to the fact that they are compact and energy efficient, as well as being able to provide both hot water and heating around the home. Another bonus is combi boilers do not need a separate water tank as they only heat what's required. System boilers. System boilers are ideal for homes with multiple bathrooms because they provide good water pressure. They have an integrated hot water cylinder but do not have a cold water storage tank. Regular or conventional boilers. Regular boilers have a hot water cylinder, usually in the airing cupboard, and a cold water storage tank in the attic or loft. Like system boilers, regular boilers can provide hot water for multiple bathrooms simultaneously, but require a lot of storage space due to the additional cold water tank. According to the data collected by Checkatrade, the average costs of the boiler itself and installation are as follows. After reviewing the costings, you might notice that the boilers have a kilowatt rating. But what do the kilowatt ratings mean? What kilowatt rating does your new boiler need to be? When browsing through your boiler options, you'll notice a reference to kilowatts, represented as kW. Kilowatts are arguably one of the most important factors to consider when buying a boiler, as they directly affect the unit's performance, efficiency, and its suitability for your property. A correctly sized boiler guarantees enough heating and hot water to keep your home warm. Generally, low kilowatt boilers 12 to 24 kilowatt, are ideal for smaller homes or apartments with about 10 radiators and 1 bathroom. Medium kilowatt boilers, 24 to 35 kilowatt, are suitable for medium-sized homes with multiple bedrooms, up to 15 radiators and 2 bathrooms. High kilowatt boilers, 35 plus kilowatt, are designed for larger homes or properties with up to 20 radiators and 3 bathrooms. Now that we better understand a kilowatt rating, what are other potential additional costs associated with installing a new boiler in 2025? Additional costs with installing a new boiler in 2025. Buying a new boiler and installing it can be a straightforward swap. However, life can be unpredictable. As mentioned, replacing your old combi boiler with a new one in the exact location can cost around £1,000 to £2,000. The same job with a system and conventional boiler is estimated to cost around £1,500. But what if you need to relocate where your new pride and joy will be installed? Moving your boiler's location. If you want or need to relocate your boiler, of any type, you can expect to pay between £300 and £800 extra. Costs can vary depending on how far and where the boiler is being moved and what type it is. Generally speaking, the further you move your boiler from its current location, the higher the cost. This increase is due to the labour involved in running the new pipework and the price of the materials required. FYI, Warmzilla charges a fixed rate of £350 to move your boiler within the same room, £500 for other rooms, and £700 to move your boiler into the loft. But what if there's a problem with the system's pipework? Replacing pipework. Older boilers' heating systems were sometimes installed with 15mm copper pipes, which are too narrow for nowadays, or old lead pipes from the main gas supply. The updated modern regulations require the pipeline to be able to handle new pressure levels, so it must be replaced with a 22mm copper pipe. Also, it should be mentioned that some older 22mm copper piping can develop weakness and now can't handle the pressure load, which means it also needs to be replaced. Upgrading pipework usually costs between £300 and £500. A gas-safe engineer won't ignore piping that needs to be replaced, as they could lose their credentials, and it is hazardous to leave it unaddressed. Installing a system filter. A boiler system filter is an excellent addition as it helps maintain the efficiency and longevity of central heating systems. There are various types of system filters that help remove external particles from your heating system. These filters are usually designed to remove magnetic or non-magnetic particles. If left, they can form sludge and cause a blockage, requiring a power flush. Installing a filter system can improve your boiler's heating efficiency and, in turn, reduce bills. Usually, this is an additional purchase when installing a new boiler that can set you back between £60 to £160, with another £50 to £150 for installation. If a filter was not installed in your last boiler's heating system, a gas-safe registered engineer could suggest performing a power flush before installing the new unit. But what's a power flush? What's a power flush and how much does it cost? Depending on the state of your boiler's heating system, experts could suggest performing a power flush before installing a new unit to remove old debris and check for blockages. To perform a power flush, you will need a specialized machine. This machine pumps cleaning chemicals into your boiler's system at high pressure to remove all the built-up sludge and other debris. A power flush usually takes 4 to 8 hours to complete, but it can take longer depending on the size and complexity of your home system and the severity of the sludge buildup. The cost of a power flush varies depending on the number of radiators in your home, but it can be around £1,000, including VAT. Hopefully, this isn't needed. Another additional cost you might need to address is if your current system needs its flue replaced or extended. Installing a new flue or extending it. Simply put, a boiler's flue pipe connects the unit to the outside of the house and safely extracts its waste gases. Legally, your boiler must have a flue pipe, which is why it is always included with the unit. However, as everyone's home is unique, you might need to extend this flue pipe, which is when you'd use a plume kit to lengthen it. A new plume kit can cost around £100, £200. As it is 2025, ensuring your new boiler is as efficient as possible matters. Luckily, there are now smart thermostats. Installing a smart thermostat. The UK government is focused on achieving its net zero carbon goal by 2050. Achieving this goal means that traditional gas boilers will eventually be phased out. Many are pushing towards switching to hydrogen-ready boilers and hybrid heat pump systems. Another advancement the UK government is promoting is using smart thermostats with domestic boilers. They improve efficiency by learning your heating habits and adjusting usage accordingly. Some of the best smart thermostat options in 2025 include Google Nest Learning Thermostat, 4th Gen, Hive Smart Mini Heating Wireless Thermostat, and Salus Controls IT 800 Wi-Fi Smart Thermostat. These devices can reduce heating bills by up to 35% and offer added features such as geofencing, voice control, and remote adjustments via smartphone apps. Now that we've covered all the possible additional costs of installing a new boiler in 2025, let's discuss payment options. Payment options and boiler finance in 2025. Economically, times are tough, which means many need financial help. Luckily, there are multiple methods of funding a new boiler purchase. There are 2 financial assistance options, which include Boiler Finance 13.9%, flexible payment options over 3 to 10 years, 0% interest-free option up to 2 years, government grants and incentives, the Boiler Upgrade Scheme, BUS, and Home Energy. Scotland Grant offer financial support for greener heating solutions. If you can, it is always best to pay in full. Before you hit pay, make sure that you've ticked all the boxes for making the right choice. But what are those choices? Making the right choice in 2025. Buying a boiler is a decision that will directly affect your life for 10 to 15 years. It's always advisable to select a boiler with a trusted reputation. Brands like Worcester Bosch, which is an award-winning efficiency and reliability brand. Wiesmann, who are constantly innovating and leading the way with hydrogen-ready technology. Valent is known and trusted for long-lasting durability. Ideal Boilers, who have earned a reputation for being affordable while offering a product of high quality. Here is a quick checklist that'll ensure the boiler package you've selected is the best. Number 1 is a gas-safe installation. 2. A long-term guarantee, 5 to 12 years. A smart thermostat for energy efficiency. A system filter and cleanse. Hydrogen-ready or hybrid system compatibility. And lastly, a fixed-price quote with no hidden fees. At Warmzilla, we're here to help you find the perfect boiler for your home, whatever the budget. If you're ready to make the switch, we make the process stress-free with quick online quotes and expert installation. Click the link in the description below to explore our range of boilers and get started today. We hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any questions. We'll be happy to help.